We are back, episode 97.
Episode 97 of the BSG podcast, making our way to the big 100. And I don't know if you
All
noticed.
the way back from Augusta.
I was just saying, I don't know if you noticed, but our hats, these weren't bought on eBay. Hey,
These were in-person purchases.
these were in person.
With our local shopper, Mitchell. Go ahead and tell them about Moon Golf, our favorite sponsor.
Man, Moon Golf will get you set up on anything and everything you want. Shafts, wedges, irons, drivers, they got it all.
He ain't
I just
lying.
picked up the new
Mention
ping.
BSG 15 and it ain't going to get you anything but it make us look good.
Yeah,
That's-
I just got the new ping from them
Yeah.
Friday.
I got another shaft for my driver.
Oh,
He's ready. I walked in there, got those Bryce Augusta golf balls from him. They had them in stock. Moon Golf's got it all. Go check him out.
Ow!
He's got his sitting right there. Boom. Man, I should have known. I took mine to my shop today on display.
mine's sitting right here on my desk.
My goal is to
Storming
get
here.
all
Yeah,
four
it's right
majors this year. If Vice does all
Oh,
four
and
majors.
Vice, yeah, that'd be
I'm
nice.
doing all four majors in TaylorMade, Callaway, and Vice.
Those
Try to get
peach,
all.
those TaylorMade peach balls are sick.
Because you know,
Yeah.
last year I bought all the TaylorMade last year. I have
Yeah,
all
because
those
TaylorMade
stacked
last
up.
year was the azaleas.
Does Moon have the TaylorMade peach balls?
The other day when I went, they didn't, but they might now.
Mm,
I was
I
at
may have
Dothan
to,
today. I was going to go by and see if Ellen had any, but they didn't have any.
I may have
Look
to
at
snatch
Mitch's
those
haircut.
up.
That man's
That
cleaned
PCB.
up. He's letting the top grow out, edged up on the sides. I see him.
It's time to get it cut again. It's starting to get long.
So anyways, yeah, we back from Augusta. And go check out Moon Golf. They have
Need to
everything
get
you
my
need.
shirts before this weekend, though. Me and Michael.
Yeah, tonight we'll before our guest gets on, and if he hops on while we're talking, we'll just transition to that. Before he gets on, we can kind of talk about it for a minute, Zach, the whole experience, and then we can pick back up after our guest
Yeah.
if we want.
So, long story short, last July when they announced the winners for the lottery, I won 4 tickets. So I had to take my wife. Guaranteed had to take her. And then Jeremy and Casey made the trip with us, and it was eye-opening.
I think I should have got that trip since I gave you the win when we went to Panama City.
Oh, so you did give it.
I gave you the bed.
No, it was. I commented on a post yesterday, Golf Digest. They're talking about the shopping and stuff, and I said when I got in that store, I literally blacked out. I did not check the price of a single thing I put in my bag. I just started putting
Same.
stuff in my bag.
Just throw it on the counter. I don't.
Yeah.
See, at that point, it is what it is. You just got to throw it on the counter.
And the worst
then the
part
way
now,
how-
I feel like there's a couple more items I wish I would have got, like the leather driver cover.
Yeah.
I wanted Casey, I wanted a driver cover too. Remember?
Dude, the one I got is sick. But like the way they had the shirts and the hats lined up and they had them numbered, it was so easy just to be like, give me number 32,
18,
number 41,
medium.
18. Yeah.
So-
24 extra large.
So when
It's so
Bethany's
easy.
uncle went last year, he said there was a guy who was in the shop who pointed at the shirt wall and said, "I want every single one of them in a large."
I'd believe it. People are probably going
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But the first
I'm
thing
hoping
everybody
next year
did,
I get to go.
first thing everybody did was they grabbed a gnome. Like they were these gnomes, they couldn't even keep them stocked. They were just getting them off the wall. It was insane how
I wonder
fast
how
those
many
were
of those
going.
they sell over the weekend. Like, do they sell out or do they?
They sell
kinda
out.
Have enough
Every day they sell out.
As I say, they
So they're
probably
just having a allotted number for the day.
yeah,
Mhm.
probably like
Gotcha.
5,000 a day or something. I don't know what it is, but it's gone because we went back in the afternoon. And there's no more sitting out. But the course in general, just green as could be. And shout out Chase. We were just walking the course, and this guy tapped Zach on the shoulder, and it was Chase from Highland in LaGrange that we had on the pod. Was chatting with
I
us.
told Donnie, I said, I'm an influencer. They recognize me wherever I go.
It's funny. We were standing by 18, and I was telling Jeremy, I said, "There's got to be somebody famous around here," because it was Tiger's group on 18. And these two guys walked by, and I was messing with Jeremy. I said, "Oh, they're famous for sure." And then Jeremy was like, "The back of his hat says Hall of Fame, Class of Hall of Fame, whatever." And I looked, and I was like, "That's Tiki Barber. I used to play with him on Madden." And then Zach was like, "And that's Mike Tomlin standing right next to him." And I was like, "I don't know if that's Mike Tomlin." Then another guy walks by and goes, "That's Mike Tomlin." Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
welcome.
Sorry, I was trying to do it on my computer, but my Chrome is like not updated, so I had to do it on my phone.
Oh, you're
No,
good.
that's fine.
Am I good here? I'm trying to lean it up against my computer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you're
fine right
good.
there.
Okay.
That's the
You're
only.
matching our vibes.
Yeah, the
Sweet.
Augusta.
Yeah, I did. We can't usually wear like we have to wear Tennessee stuff at our facility, and coach was like, "Nah, y'all can wear Augusta stuff this week." So yeah,
Heck yeah.
it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. It's a good
Yeah.
week.
Me and Casey just got back. We had Monday practice tickets.
Oh, sweet.
So
I'm trying to find some tickets. I'm trying to like scoop around, see if surely Surratt's got some tickets with freaking John Rahm and Gatton. I'm like, dude, you got to give me some tickets.
The
But
first thing I noticed when I got to Augusta was how many scalpers were just like around, just like buying
yeah,
tickets, selling tickets. I was like, this is insane.
yeah. No, it's tomorrow's a crapshoot though, isn't it?
Yeah. It
Yeah. No, hopefully Saturday, Sunday aren't, but oh well.
well, everybody, we're just gonna jump into if it's good with you.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Awesome.
all
We
right, I
have
got I
Bryce
got a, I got some
Lewis.
stats.
Oh,
On
you gonna
him.
read it on us?
Yeah, I got some stats on him.
Oh, read it for us.
So I went to Tennessee's page before. Our resident journalist didn't post anything for us, so I just scooped a little. Got Bryce Lewis, redshirt senior at the University of Tennessee. Roll Tide.
Oh,
He's from
Get outta
Hendersonville,
here.
Tennessee. Has multiple accolades. 2022 All SEC. 2020 through 2022 Ping All Southeast Region. SEC Golfer of the Week a couple times. Took home 2017 Tennessee Junior PGA Championship. So he's big time.
Big time.
occasionally, on and off. Yeah.
Well, we've kind of been making our way through some SEC athletes, and in a couple weeks we have Florida State, so we're going down to the ACC, but it just
Okay.
means more in the SEC. So we're
That's
gonna have
right.
an
It
SEC
does,
athlete.
dude. It does, man. It's the elite. That's why Texas and Oklahoma decided to come over.
You're right. You're right. That's the big move.
That's right.
So we can kind of just jump into it. We just got some questions we love to ask guys. I guess from the beginning, for anybody listening, Bryce is at Tennessee playing golf. But how did you get to there? Because I'm sure you had, unless you're just a big Tennessee fan, you had options. How
Yeah.
did you get to where you are now?
So it's kind of a weird story, or kind of a funny story. I was committed to Middle Tennessee for 2 years, probably when I was like 15. Coach Webb snagged me up pretty early. Kind of just fell in love with him and his passion for just making guys better. And then the summer going into when I was going to be a freshman at MTSU, he got the job at UT, and dude, we had already moved into a townhouse. Like my dad and like my two of the roommates like split a townhouse, like bought it, moved all of our stuff in and everything. Like I'm ready to go. And I've been a diehard Tennessee fan like my whole life too, so this was a
Mhm.
like no brainer.
Yeah.
And he called me, and I knew what he was calling me about. The rumor had been out, and I just like it was like a 2 minute conversation. I was like, yeah, of course I'm going. You know, I I had gotten recruited by Tennessee a little bit, but I didn't really peak as a junior player probably till like my senior year, senior year of high school. I started playing well in like national events and stuff. But
Hmm.
you know, Webb snacked me up pretty early, so I played a lot of state stuff. But yeah, I've been here at Tennessee for like 6 years, which is insane because of COVID. And I redshirted that first year. It was a pretty crazy transition, so I kind of just took the year off.
Yeah.
But it's been a dream come true so far.
So being from Hendersonville, I'm sure it's kind of, so I'm from Valley, which is Alabama. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like growing up, you pick Auburn or Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And like Casey is from Valley too, and he picked Auburn. I picked Alabama, and it's one that is like your dream school. Is that how Tennessee was? Because there's not really, I mean, nobody pulls for Vandy really. It's
No.
Whoa. We
Tennessee
had Michael
for
Shears on the pod last week, who's a
Oh,
Vandy
dude,
golfer.
you had Michael. Yeah, me and Michael Shears grew up playing golf together.
Oh, really?
Junior golf together. Oh, yeah, all the time, dude. I know Michael really well.
Oh, that's sick.
So that's cool that you had him on. He's a great dude. Yeah, we played a lot of junior golf together. But yeah, growing up in pretty much Nashville, Henderson. I always say Nashville. It's just outside of Nashville. Hendersonville is. So it was. I visited Vanderbilt. I love the coaches. I didn't really fall in love with the school. Obviously, I was a Tennessee fan, so it was like it was hard for me to want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Vanderbilt's got a great program. They got great coaches, so that was tough to say no to that. But I just kind of went with my gut, and I just fell in love with Webb and his passion for trying to make guys better, and ended up at Tennessee, which I didn't think I would end up at Tennessee when I committed to Middle Tennessee by any means, but it's worked out pretty nice, and it's been a dream come true so far. I wouldn't take any of it back.
We actually just went down a couple weeks ago to Panama City, and we played Michael in a match. And he gave
really?
us the 4 tees. We scrambled, and he had the back tees. Him and the golf pro down there, and Michael's a stud, dude. We did not expect.
Yeah, he's good, man.
So hey, a couple days ago, you shot that 63. First question is that your lowest score ever in collegiate golf?
63 is. I shot 8 under in Puerto Rico a couple years ago. It was par 72, so 64. But yeah, 63 is the lowest. So that was cool.
What was like when you're getting in that mindset and it's just clicking? Do you know it's all going well, or are you kind of just trying to play each hole?
Yeah, dude, it was weird. It was a 36-hole day, so you got to take advantage of those 36-hole days. Kind of, I mean, you can, you see guys that like kind of like in a 36-hole day, it's such a mental grind. Like you got 36, and so like the first round, I just knew that I had 18 more, so I'm just trying to catch some momentum at some point in the day. And like you see a lot of guys kind of go the opposite way sometimes, and I've been a victim of it before. Like, oh, this just isn't my day. Like you end up playing terrible, but like I was hitting good shots all day. It wasn't really drop. I doubled the first hole of the day. It was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Mm-hmm. This par 5 too is the easiest hole on the course. Like just freaking doubled it, and I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. But I just kind of stayed in it, and I got hot on 9, so the long par 3. Not even really trying to hit it close, just trying to hit on the green, and I just literally tried to pull hook a 4-iron. It was like 240. Like I don't hit a 4-iron 240. Mm-hmm. And I tried. Wind was kind of helping me as a lefty. It was like off the left. Like pull hooked a 4-iron in there like 4 feet. Birdie the next par 5. Hit it to a foot on the next par 3. Next par 5 is really easy birdie. Lipped it out on the next par 3. Like just had some stuff going my way.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. I was talking to Cole Anderson I was riding a cart with at Florida State, and I kind of been struggling a little bit recently, and I was like, dude, I wasn't even like, you're not even trying to hit them close to these pins. Dude, that's golf. Like it's just funny. Like a lot of those holes I'm just trying to put it in a spot. Like a couple of those par 3s I hit it real close. Like I literally just pulled it. Like I wasn't even aiming there, and it just happened to be my day that day where some things went my way, and obviously hit great golf shots, but golf is like, if you want to be consistent, like you got to be aggressive to smart targets. And I was aggressive to smart targets, and kind of got away with a couple, but they were still great golf shots. So, but it was great to see a 63. I feel like I've been putting in a lot of hard work, and see it pay off is nice.
Did you save the ball?
What'd you say? No, dude, I have no idea where that thing is. It's probably at the bottom of my bag. I'm the worst too. I have like 24 golf balls in my bag, so like every time I carry my bag, it's like unnecessarily heavy.
That's how mine is, but mine's for fear of losing 23.
Let's say we need that many golf balls in our bag.
Yeah, well, just in case, dude. You never know, man. It gets windy out there, man. You never know.
How often do y'all do 36 in a day like that?
So there's some like rules with the NCAA, the NCAA. Like there's a certain amount of playing days that you can have, and so every school has to play at least a couple of 36-hole days. Like obviously we would want to play all, 1-day tournament, like 54 holes, 3 days tournaments. Yeah. But the NCAA, you can only like participate and compete a certain amount of days because they don't want to like overwork you or whatever. So you got to squeeze 36 in like a few times a year. We weren't carts, which is nice. It's a pretty hilly course too, so kind of saved my legs a little bit. But I kind of need the exercise. But it was good. Yeah, it was a good day, and like obviously the team played great. We just had a good day where like all the guys played well. It's such a good feeling going into postseason, catching some momentum, and we do the right things every day out here. Like we just have such a good facility, and our 2 coaches are unbelievable. 3 coaches. We have a second assistant now, so They all do a great job, and when you put in hard work, time's going to come at some point.
What are you rocking in the bag right now as far as clubs? Is Tennessee a specific branded school, or are y'all like
Yeah,
individuals essentially?
yeah. I mean, you can play whatever you want. Obviously, you're not forced to play anything. We actually just partnered with Callaway, one of two schools to play Callaway. Well, not play, but to be associated with Callaway, and they do great stuff for us. They do a lot of like data on our rounds. Like when we put in rounds in decade, they'll actually like print out data sheets for us on like what we're losing and what we're gaining, and like compared to a bunch of PJ Tour players. So like that's just like another plus of like what our coaches do to go out of their way to make us great, or try to make us great at least. But um, it's like it's pretty cool to have that. And I've never been a big stats guy. Like I just want to play, and like I know what I'm working on. But they're actually really helpful to put them in and know what you need to work on.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there's really no specific club. Like obviously, like they probably want us to play Callaway just because like Callaway is like supporting us like that. But I've been a ping guy like the last 4 years, so I don't plan on switching. That ping G430 driver is hot.
That's what
I
I try
just
to tell
got it
people. I've been a
Friday.
ping guy
It's
forever, and everybody's
hot.
like, everybody makes fun of the ping, and I'm like, y'all jump on the ping
No,
train.
dude, it's hot, man. It's borderline illegal.
Yeah.
No, it's like I just love that driver. It's probably the best club in my bag. I literally don't see myself ever playing another driver. So
Is
unless
yours
Ping
is your
comes out with
head
another
the LT like the? Because I'm sure you're about 118, 120 swing speed.
yeah, I don't look at that stuff a ton to be honest, but yeah, I was hitting some drivers today, and I know I was looking at ball speed. I'm about like 73, 74 ball speed, which it's nothing crazy, but it's certainly nice. But I'm not like Gordon Sargent, just cruising at like 94 ball speed.
Yeah.
What
That's
My
unreal, by the way.
if
That guy can bomb it.
if I look at y'all schedule correct, you have pretty much 2 weeks until the SEC tournament, and
Mhm.
nothing in between. Like, what are y'all going to do for 2 weeks to make sure you stay tuned up instead of just sitting around and?
Yeah. Um, so this week we're kind of taking it easy. I mean, you got 2 weeks. You kind of don't want to outwork yourself a little bit. Golf's so mentally, it's
Mhm.
just so like it can get you. Um, so we're kind of taking this weekend off a little bit. Like I was out practicing today, just because I ain't got nothing else to do. But I'll probably practice this whole weekend, but like just lightly.
Yeah.
Probably just play a lot. Watch the Masters, chill out a little bit, and then next week, like we also like another thing that our coaches do. Got a guy that will give us pre-scouts on the golf course. So like we're gonna go play a golf course. They're gonna tell us what like optimal numbers we need to be working on, like off the tee, like what's your range, like you need to be working on, like a miss. That's a like so at Sea Island, like I'd say probably a left miss is like not ideal.
Mhm.
So just stuff like that is like what our coaches do a really good job of. And then we set up practices kind of based around that. So we'll probably hit a lot of. I haven't looked at the pre-scout yet, but it's like I played Seattle like 3 times. I mean, I played the SC Championship like 3 times, so it's a lot of mid irons, flighted wind shots. So hopefully it gets windy out here, and we can do some like mid iron flight stuff when it gets windy, and we do a bunch of short game stuff too because it's super important coming down the stretch. So always a lot of chipping and putting, like, and then there's a penalty. We do a lot of short game stuff, and there's a penalty if you don't get it up and down. Like we have to run or something.
Mhm.
So like it gets your heart rate up.
Oh
So when
yeah.
you're nervous, like your heart rate's
Mhm.
up when you're nervous. So do a lot of like breathing work that our strength trainer Greg Addison does a great job of focusing on our breathing and stuff. So I mean, dude, we're super lucky. We get it all. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Y'all's
Being
facility
a
looks
redshirt
cool.
senior, are you more of like the leader as far as like guys gravitate towards you and you're like, hey, I've been here, I've done this, here's what you got to expect? Or are you
Yeah,
just
yeah. I
blending
mean,
in
dude,
and everybody's grinding?
yeah. Me and Jake Hall, my roommate Jake, we've been here 6 years, so we've like kind of seen it all. And like know the ups and downs of what college golf's like. And dude, I still struggle with it too, dude. Golf's hard. But the more that you can like take the emotions away from you, like when you're playing bad, like I think the craziest thing for me is when I look back, like all the bad tournaments I play, and then I missed out on something by like 4 shots in a season or something. Like one shot saves it. It's seriously, it's kind of crazy. Like what one shot will do to you throughout the course of the year. Like, so we practiced with Scott Stallings a lot. The year he made the tour championship, I think he was like 27 throughout an entire year. He was like, I might be wrong. Holy shoot! This board just fell on my foot. No, sorry, but he's like, it was something within. It was a crazy small number of him not even making the FedEx playoffs. Like he made it to the tour championship, and then he was like, I want to say it was like 32 shots maybe throughout an entire year. He wasn't even keeping his card.
Mm.
So like
Oh gosh, yeah.
that's the like tightness that you just have to be aware of, and like when things are going bad, you just cannot give in. You got to keep going, and something I've struggled with a little bit. Trying to feel like I've done a better job of it this year, but dude, that's golf, man. It's a crazy sport.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who has a mental coach now, and he said it's helped his game a lot just from
Yeah,
not getting in his head.
yeah, dude. It is like sorry, let me grab this. It's a big. We have a lot of middle like people that work for the university, and they're great. Like if you're struggling with something, I mean, it's really mental out here, man. But more you can just realize that there's going to be up and downs, and like when you do have your ups, like you're just doing the right things. Like
Yeah.
it's it mentally, it's important to work on your mental game, like for sure.
With the SEC tournament coming up, like 4 or 5 of the top 10 teams right now in college golf is SEC teams, so that's gonna be a tough tournament.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel going into it? Do you kind of feel like not the underdog because you got like Auburn and Vanderbilt, but do you go into it thinking, hey, we can beat anybody anytime, or are y'all the favorite in y'all's head, or because it's a loaded SEC's loaded in men's college golf?
Yeah, no, it certainly is. I mean, on paper we're not. I think we're like the third best team in the SEC, but like, dude, we just beat Florida State by like 14 or whatever. Like they're the 5th best team in the country. Like,
Yeah.
we can do anything we set your mind to. It's just like going out there and executing, trusting your game, trusting the coaches, like, and then pulling it off. Like you gotta have the balls to pull it off. To be honest with you, like, and like, it's like, do you want it? And there's been times in my 6 years where like I feel like I lose the want it. Like I don't want it as much as I've been here so long. I just want to like turn pro and like give it a change. But like it's kind of funny, man. Last week in Virginia, it was the first time this year that I wanted to win, and I finished second. And it's like that's what your mentality will do. And so like you get five guys doing that are super good, like we have on our team, that just like if we all want it, like there's nothing really stopping you, especially in match play. Like match play is crazy. You match play is like I can go make a 9 on the first hole. Oh, I'm 1 down.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's such a good format too, because Sea Island's a great golf course. It's super like fair. It's challenging, but it's super fair. A lot of risk reward. Got to hit great golf shots, and then when you get into match play, dude, anything can happen.
Do you think y'all get more hyped over the SEC tournament than the NCAA regionals, or are you kind of the bigger picture?
Yeah, I mean the regionals, like I think the regionals is more important, but like I want to win the SEC. I almost want to win the SEC championship more than the national championship. Like not really, but like obviously, but like you know what I mean. It's your conference championship. Like you just want to beat all the guys that you've been playing against all year. Like we usually play against a lot of SEC teams. I think like we don't really play against Missouri and like South Carolina much and Kentucky, but like the rest of those teams, like we play against them all the time, and like we see them a lot. So it's like it's kind of a friendly competition, but at the same time, like we all want to beat each other like really bad. So it's just like your conference, championship. Like you really want to win it. It's like a little mini national championship. And like if you win an SEC championship, like you'll never forget it. So, but regionals is more important for sure because anything can happen in regionals.
When you get in
Unfortunately,
those match play matches in the tournaments, does it kind of have that Ryder Cup, President's Cup feel to it? Like, does it get intense out there?
Yeah, I had an intense match with Cole Sherwood last year, and I beat my putter at the end of it. My putter, it was in one piece, and then it ended in two after the round. I was so upset. I mean, I was putting it horrible. I lost like one down in Cole Sherwood. I was hitting it unbelievable, and like, dude, I have maybe snapped like one club other than that in my life. Like, I usually don't, but I was like, it meant a lot because we were in the semifinals,
Mm-hmm.
and if we beat Vanderbilt, they're the best team.
Yeah.
You know, that's the hardest part is going to be Vanderbilt. They're great. And then we had it like right in our hand. And I kind of just, I didn't putt well at all. It was one of the worst putting performances ever. But it's like, dude, that meant a lot to me. It's like, it's okay to show some emotion. It means you want it. It means you want to win.
Yeah.
And that hurt a little bit. Actually hurt a lot because we had such a great team and we had some guys that had never been at the SEC championship play amazing. And like I'd been there, that was my third time, so I felt like I was like the veteran almost, and like I should have gotten it done. But uh, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you just try your hardest to see what happens.
Yeah.
So
You got this year.
that's
This
right.
year.
That's right, dude. We're trending. We're trending
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, we
At the
got
right time.
I think the most recent standings that was Vandy's 1, Auburn 2, Ole Miss 5, and y'all are 7. So I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of SEC teams right there at the top, just that y'all are about to have to face in 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, dude. We're used to it. We're used to
Yeah.
the good competition, so it's definitely not scared of it by any means. But it's actually exciting to play against the best teams, and then when you do beat them, like you deserve it. You
Yeah.
just beat the best teams. So
Do you
it's
prefer the match play more than like any other style out there during
yeah. I
tournaments?
mean, yeah. I actually do. I mean, do I think stroke play is a little more fair? Yeah, but like I like the match play. It's one on one. It's
Mm-hmm.
like just you versus a guy, and it's like it feels more like another sport, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it's just like there's more there's more like competition in match play.
Yeah.
Because in stroke play, you're kind of just like, I mean, like you're not firing, dude. You see guys in match play just firing at stuff, fist pumping, like
Mm-hmm.
it's fun. It's different. It definitely makes golf different. I like the match play personally. I feel like I'm a pretty good match play player. I just, I feel like I'm always in it, but yeah,
So
it's fun.
what's the move for Bryce Lewis after the semester of college year?
Yeah, planning on turning professional. You know, I had a good week last week. Will help me in the PJ Tour U. I haven't had a lot of. Most of my success came in the summer stuff. Like I've on paper played my best golf in the summer, which I still haven't really figured that out why. But I've had some great results in some amateur tournaments, and unfortunately they started counting amateur tournaments the years after I had a ton of success for PJ Tour U. So I'm not as like high in PJ Tour U as I feel like I should be, to be honest. But like
Uh-huh.
I'm still not trying to make excuses. I still have the opportunity to go and like get some status out of it. Last week was big. I think I'll move into some status after that on the Canadian tour. But going to turn pro and give it a try. I certainly feel like my best golf is capable of playing against anybody in the world.
Can we
Oh,
expect this time next year for you to go from green sweatshirt to green jacket?
Dude, if that happens, man, I don't know what I'll do. I'm gonna get a new car, and then I'm gonna move to Fort Lauderdale.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be sweet. That would be a very quick turnaround, but yeah,
Living on the
I like
Jupiter
that.
Strip with everybody else.
Yeah, I'll just go play at the Bears Club and Grove 23 and all those cool spots.
Where are you
But
going to do
yeah,
when you turn pro? Where are you going to do it out of? Tennessee, like a lot of guys are playing mini tours and stuff.
yeah, I'll be living in Knoxville. 'Cause, like the cool thing about the university, or like especially this is a coach's decision, is any professional that played golf at Tennessee is allowed to practice out here whenever they want and use the
Oh
gym.
yeah.
We just got a brand new gym. I'm staring at it. It's staring at me right now. Actually, uh, it's like go in there. but I don't really want to. But it's super nice. Like we have like the nicest. I mean, I think we have the best facility in the country for sure. Right on the Tennessee River. I'm looking at it right now. Dude, it's beautiful. But we're like super lucky to have all this. There's so many good alumni that went to school here that like have given back and like helped make all this possible. And the new gym is so badass. I won't have to go get a gym membership anywhere. And we just got some cold tub, like cold plunge sauna, which is, I think it's a life hack. But it's just like, yeah, we just have it all here. And so it's super nice to be able to have access to this, trying to play professionally. And then so I'm just going to live here. And, luckily Holston Hills and a couple other courses that we play at are super nice to professionals and give us like super cheap initiation monthly rates. So, this is like the spot to be, I feel like, other than when it rains.
I was about to say,
And it's cold.
y'all's facility has its own Instagram page, and that thing's
Yeah.
nice. It kind of looks like a Bass Pro Shop.
It's a good recruiting tool, I think. It's like why would you not just post pictures of it, man?
I know I've never
Sweet.
seen a facility have its own page like that.
Yeah. The only thing if I had to complain about one thing is that they cut all the trees down right here next to Alcoa Highway, so like everyone on the highway can see it. But like, I guess that's actually cool. I kind of liked how secluded it was because there's a bunch of trees, you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
But everybody can see how pretty it is now, so it's fine.
No, it looks sick. So like right outside the facility, it's got a couple little small holes y'all can play, I guess, little par threes.
Yeah, there's 3 holes in the back. We got like a par 4 that runs around the left here at Alcoa Highway, and then a par 3 in the very back. And then the third hole is probably the toughest tee ball east of the Mississippi, I think. I mean, it's like 10-yard fairway, and you've got the green walk to the left. Like all the college girls run right here to the left of our facility. So like if you like shrimp hook one to the left, or for me since I'm left-handed, I hit a little Ric Flair out there to the left. Like you're taking a beautiful lady's head off, and like that's a lot of pressure. So if you're ever like struggling with the driver, you just go back there and like pound golf balls until you can't miss the fairway, and then you should be able to hit every fairway you ever play.
Be ready.
Yeah.
Wow. But no, we're rooting for you. We especially guys we have on, we love to see them succeed and whatnot. I always like to ask too, guys at your skill level that gets to play a lot of golf. When's the last time you think you paid for a round of golf?
That's a while. You can always tell by the look. It's been a while.
Dude, it's been a minute. I'm not going to lie. It's been a minute. I went on a bachelor's trip in Scottsdale like a year and a half ago, and I did pay for my golf, but that's really about the last time I think I've. Yeah, we're pretty lucky. Yeah.
When you say you went on that bachelor trip, do you have friends that aren't good at golf? Is it fun golfing with them?
Yeah, I actually do enjoy it because I like like helping them because I feel like I know how to help a little bit, but I also like enjoy like playing golf and like everybody else does. Like I like drinking beers on the golf course and like playing for pennies and all that.
There's NIL now. Y'all can talk about playing for money.
Yeah, playing for push-ups. Yeah, a lot of push-ups. Yeah. No, it's fun. I mean, I just like competing and playing with my buddies. Like in the summer, I love going back and playing with my buddies. It's super fun, especially since I don't like see them as much anymore. I love just like having it's actually nice to go out and do that and not worry about like how you're hitting it, and, like how you're playing. Like just kind of just have fun with it. Sometimes you get lost in this game and like you have to perfect it and you don't have fun with it anymore. Yeah, you got to enjoy it, man. It's a mental grind out here.
If I was at your skill level and I was playing a buddy that was like a 12, 13 handicap and I gave him that many strokes and he started beating me and talking trash, I'd have to put him in check real quick. I just remember what's happening out here. But it don't happen with us because we're all like 14 handicaps, so it's pretty competitive between us. Dude,
that's fun though. Like that, I've had some of the most enjoyable moments with my buddies that are like 15, 20 handicaps, and it's like they've got a putt for triple that's like, and I'm on their team, and it's like it's funny because like they shouldn't make it, and then like when they do make it, they just go crazy.
Yeah,
like that's enjoyable, dude. Like it's like it's fun. Like I love playing with my buddies. It's probably my favorite thing to do, to be honest with you.
That's
Sick.
one thing we do with the guys we interview because they're all about your level or pros. We try to do a 4v1.
Oh yeah.
Against them.
Yeah, so we're hoping when you're in the Knoxville area this summer,
Yeah,
we can come up and
dude, we
give you
can
a
do it.
fight.
Yeah,
We can do it, man.
we've got one Cannon Clay coming to Alabama. He said for us to come to Tuscaloosa and take him on. And his brother Cooper's at Louisville, but we're not driving to Kentucky.
No, get out of there, dude.
Yeah, but
Y'all, thank God we have that in common, dude. Get
yeah.
out of Kentucky, man.
But
That's
then
what Calipari said.
Michael
Calipari was
told
like,
us
I'm out.
to come
Go
to
over there, I'm going
Athens and
bourbon
we'd
hunting
take on
anyway.
him and Connor Creasy, like them
Oh
two
yeah,
versus
yeah,
us.
yeah.
So we're
That's
trying to
fun.
get out there and play some of you D1 athletes. They're just
Yeah,
studs.
dude. If you're ever in Knoxville, we'll go to Tennessee Nashville. That's our spot.
Yeah,
It's a good spot, and we'll do whatever, man. I'm in.
that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
I'll give you all the slight advantage on the 4v1.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Uh, I'll ask
You
this. This
haven't
kind of
seen us play.
yeah. We're probably gonna shoot with like 300 as a 4-man. Anyways, I'll end with this question. Unless the guys have any, are you hoping that within the next this year that this whole PGA Live thing gets figured out so it's easier for you, or are you kind of just business decision? I'm going wherever I'm offered and I'm taking it.
Dude, we just had our teammate join the lift tour, man. I was
Oh
like,
really?
dude, I would have done that. Yeah, Cale Surratt.
Oh yeah.
Left school and played John Ronstein. He's an incredible player. He's an incredible kid, and it's really cool for him to for me to see that kid works his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't understand how you wouldn't take that. To be honest,
Yeah.
I love golf, but it's not the end of the world for me. I've contemplated going to get a job and just enjoying golf because I love golf.
Mm-hmm.
I just like playing golf. I'm not gonna do that, but just to try and take some pressure off. But whatever. It's a job. This
Yeah.
is my job. So what is the It's kind of like if you guys, if your boss said hey man, we're gonna have to relocate you to I don't know, wherever. You get to work less, okay, and you get to make 10 times the amount of money that you would
I'm
make.
gone.
Would you? No.
I'm out.
You would take that? No way. What?
Absolutely, right
And then everybody's
away.
yelling at you for taking it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I would have 100% done exactly what he would have done. If I was a professional golfer right now and I got offered to play on the Live Tour, I would be gone within wouldn't even you know what? They actually wouldn't even have to give me an upfront. I would go for free.
Yeah. Just do it.
Literally, I would go for free.
Greg
You wouldn't even
Norman
have to
called you
give
tonight.
me.
You're gone.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to give me any guaranteed money. I would literally just go and play because I'm gonna make $2 million at work.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but I think it's gonna come together at some point. I would love to see it come together. I mean, I actually don't mind the tours being separated. I just want them to come together in the majors. The majors, the best players to be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you can't tell me that there are so many guys on the Live Tour right now that should be playing in the Masters this week.
Yeah.
I don't care what.
Taylor Gooch for sure.
Taylor Gooch should definitely be in the Masters, but there's going to be an asterisk next to the champion
Yeah,
this
it's
year.
gotta be.
Not in the field. No, he should definitely be in it. Louis Oosthuizen, dude, come on.
Yeah.
How's that guy not in the Masters? Been in the
Swinging
Masters
Louis.
last 18 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. I think I think it'll come together at some point. I don't know how, but I don't care to see them come back together. I'll still watch both the tours, but definitely the majors. They got to come together in the majors because you're leaving some great players out.
Who's your Masters
Last
pick?
real question. Yeah, I was gonna say last
Masters
question
pick?
is Masters pick.
I mean, I don't know how you couldn't say Scotty Scheffler. I mean, I actually think he's going to win the tournament. But
As long as his wife doesn't have that baby.
I was about to say, if the wife has a baby,
Oh.
he said today he's out.
No, the lights just turned off. Hold on, let me turn these back on.
Yeah, he was staying today in the par 3.
Motion sensor.
Yeah, he said the baby comes, he's leaving.
Oh damn, he's a better man than I am. I'll go sleeper pick Sahith Theegala.
Oh,
Wow.
that's interesting.
I have been lucky enough to play the golf course. It is very feely.
Oh, you've played it?
I have been lucky enough to play the golf course.
A whole nother podcast right there. We need to have
Yeah,
Bryce on
Oh,
about
man.
that.
it you got it. It's such a feely golf course. Like you got to be able to shape it, and then you got to be like. I just feel like he's a really feely player. He played great there last year. I think he's
Mhm.
gonna have a good week. And then I'll go.
Brooks.
Yeah, I'll go. I was gonna say Rom or Brooks, and then honestly, just because I'm a big live guy now, Joaquin Neiman, man, he's on fire. Guy's on fire.
He got teary-eyed talking about it because he didn't have an invite until
Yeah, he did.
the last week or so. I was like,
He
and
did.
that's one of your points. Is like you got to have the best there, and he's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that I get his frustration, but at the same time, you also knew what you're getting into, though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so, but I'm with him, man. He should be in the Masters. Like, he's one of the best players in the world.
Did you get invited to play there, or was it like a team thing? We ain't got to spend long talking about it.
I got invited to play there a
What
couple
a
of years
stud!
ago. It was
You said a
pure.
couple weeks ago.
No, a
Oh,
couple years ago, like 2 years
I
ago.
was like, reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was pure.
wild.
It was
Uh,
pure.
we'll have to have you on and talk about that experience one day.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Y'all got any more questions, Mitch, Zach?
Do you
Sick.
wish you would have went to Bama instead of Tennessee?
All right, boys, I enjoyed the podcast. No, I never got recruited by Alabama. I absolutely would have never gone to Alabama. Never.
So
Never.
we live where we're from. It's 40 minutes to Auburn, so it's where we shop and stuff. And we took my daughter there. They had Christmas trees and stuff. My wife's like, "Do you want to get a picture in front of the Auburn?" I said, "No."
No.
I said, "She
We're
doesn't
good.
need anything in front of Auburn. She doesn't need any ideas."
Yeah.
She said,
She's
"Just
gonna-
sit her down." I said, "Mm-mm."
To be honest, though,
I'm gonna get her an Auburn dress.
I'd have probably went to Alabama over Florida.
That would be an easy decision.
I am not a
over
big
Florida.
Florida fan, but I like it. I like all the guys on the teams and stuff. Like I get along like Claycomb. Like even though I don't like Alabama, Ken Claycomb's like he's one of my favorite people to play with. He's awesome. And
I'm
like
about
Tom
to start wearing a
Sawyer.
knee brace just because of Cannon. Every time I go, sleeve.
Yeah, dude. I'm about to go arm sleeve or wrist sleeve like Dunlap, and then the leg sleeve like Claycomb.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, every other sport you kind of swag it up a little bit. Why not in golf? Why not put some sleeves on?
Yeah, I know, man. It's physical, man. You should
Yeah.
see the hills I walked the other day.
I'm surprised nobody's ever done eye black like football and baseball. You know, with the sun, I mean, there's so much glare because you're wide open in the grass. Eye black makes sense.
Just put
I'm gonna start screaming when I hit, like they do in tennis.
Tennis. That's it. That's the move.
I'm gonna get the leg sleeve for my tournament tomorrow.
Everybody, go check out Bryce. They're preparing for the SEC championship. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch. We're rooting for Bryce, not Tennessee. Rooting for Bryce. I'm rooting for a different school, but I'm hoping you do good individually.
Thank you.
Yeah, so appreciate you coming on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Bryce.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Well, sick. That was Bryce Lewis at Tennessee. Really cool guy. I was looking up when he's talking. He was 33rd in PGA Tour U rankings. Now he's 34th. Which even to
I
think
forgot
about,
to say he was all SEC second team last year.
but you think about all the college golfers there are, and you're 34th. That's pretty wild to be up there like that.
Right? Yeah.
Cannon's 18. I was looking at that a while ago. So he probably has a really good chance of going next level. And
it's always nice to hear the guys talk about it and like put it in perspective that it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, like what we do is work, and like we dream to play golf, but when it's work every day, because Johnny was asking, how much do you think they practice 7 days a week?
Every day.
This is it.
Yeah. And he said he favors
play
us.
a lot of golf now.
Oh yeah, he favors us 4v1. I was like, I don't know, bro. You probably shooting. You okay? But
what if that man goes out and shoots a 63 against us four?
I wouldn't put it past him. He'd probably end us. We'd put it in match play. He'd put us to sleep. So that's Bryce. Go check them out. We'll transition now into our picks for. There's a big golf tournament happening this week. Watched the par 3 contest today. I didn't even watch the end. Does anybody off the top of their head know who won it? Did Ricky pull it off?
Ricky Fowler.
He pulled it off. They were talking when I was watching.
They said, win the par 3 today, win the jacket Sunday.
That's what he said?
That's what they said.
Oh,
People talking.
I'm about to say,
That's all they needed to elevate his status.
it's the curse. But listen, if I had a chance to win anything at Augusta, I'm winning it. Anything. So
Same.
let's
Anything.
run through our picks for the week. We'll start with Zach. Zach's got who you picking?
I seen him,
I was about to say
and he was zoned in. Brooks Koepka.
he was playing a
He's not
solo
falling
round.
short. The weather isn't going to stop him this year because he was hot until that tree fell last year.
Oh yeah.
And then he had to play 22 holes on the last day. So he's ready.
We saw him hole putting on 11, hole 12 tee shot, walking across the bridge, playing solo Monday. So he was locked in, ready. So he's going Brooks Koepka.
Yeah.
Mitch, who you got?
Scotty Scheffler, as long as his wife does not have
The
that
favorite. Boy, I think he's if it
I
wasn't for
think
my
he's-
pick, I think he's the winner.
Same.
He's just too good.
If I had to put
He's too hot.
money on it, that's who I would go with.
I also think part of it is when you hear him talk about it, I think a lot of guys like go in like, I want to win, and it's so focused. Scotty's more relaxed, like, I want to win, but it's not everything. So it's
He's
okay
more
if I
like-
don't
yeah,
win.
yeah.
Did you hear his speech today? He's like, my dad and parents didn't push me to be
Oh, yeah.
good at golf. They pushed me to be a good human being, and golf is a part of it, but it's not who I am. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
that's,
he's like golf is just something you do.
Yeah.
It's a hobby.
Solid, dude. They were talking about the par 3 today. They had him on the earpiece, and they said, so is it true if your wife goes into labor, you're out of here? He said, oh, yeah, 100%. First child, I'm gone. And so, I mean,
think he has
imagine
to.
leading the Masters through 2 days, and all of a sudden your wife goes in labor, and you're like, I'm
Oh,
out,
if
boys.
you've already
No,
won it.
just have that baby on 13.
Yeah.
Just be
No,
out
yeah,
there
he's
having
already
it.
won it, so
Yeah, it's just another jacket. He's already got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
if it's
going.
Ricky, day 4, leading.
He's got to stay.
You got to stay. You got to grind.
I'm going Roy McIlroy. I'm thinking that with all the stuff off his shoulders now, this is the year he completes the Grand Slam.
I just find this with how you talked about Rory last year, about how you would never pick him, and now look at you.
He's trash. But listen,
you talk so much junk about Rory.
I'm trying to make picks that get me points. I missed the cut last week.
He's way down.
I
missed
know
it.
he is.
And these are double points. So imagine Scotty just withdrawing.
Double point.
Imagine him withdrawing. That's 20 points added to you if he withdraws at any point. It could be Sunday.
Brady-
No,
John
you only
Rahm.
get -10 if you get a cut. If you withdraw it, you can't help that.
If
If he does not
withdraws,
start, it's 10 points. It's on the bracket.
No,
Yeah,
if
and
he
then
starts. No, if
Brady's
he starts,
going-
but then withdraws after second round, it doesn't hurt me.
10
Brady's
points.
going defending champ
I think
John
it's him.
Rahm.
That's
It's going to be a good tournament. I'll tell you what was cool first coolest thing Monday was seeing Tiger, but seeing DJ in person, that was sick.
Swag.
Yeah, the way he walks, it was like, he's coming. Seeing Finau was sick. The whole course, it was just cool experience to get to see.
Seeing Bryson.
Everybody
Nick
was
Dunlap. When we were on the range and you could see like Dunlap, Max Homa, Ricky swinging the driver smooth, and it was just being yeeted into the atmosphere.
And then Dunlap's dad was right behind us when we were sitting in the stands on the range because he was talking to some guy. So it was cool. But those are our picks for the big tournament this week. We hope you are watching. Thanks for watching. We kind of go on this journey with these D1 golfers. It's really cool to see. So go support them. Try to watch the tournaments. SEC championships in 2 weeks. I'm pulling for Auburn. Obviously, Zach's going Alabama. But maybe Bryce will stand out.
Now.
They're not that good. Don't worry.
I mean, we lost Nick, so.
Yep. All you got now is Claycomb and hope for that. I'm about to
We
post.
got Thomas Ponder. He's like top 15.
As soon as we get off, I'm posting a clip of, well, you can see it, Brooks walking across the bridge on 12.
Mm-hmm. Alabama's
That's
ranked 9th in the coaches poll right now.
Who is?
Alabama.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
above
That's
Florida
ugly.
State.
This video is sick. These photos we took of him walking.
Oh, yeah.
But wait, it's about to get even better. He's about to, hold on. If you're watching, y'all getting a little sneak peek. Right here at the leaderboard, he checks, looking over at it and stuff. We got that good stuff. We about to post that. Go follow Be.Still Golf on Instagram. We're 104 away from 1,000 subs.
Big time.
big
April
time.
30th is 100th episode.
At Moon Golf.
Two $250 gift cards going to be given away.
And if they have the Odyssey double wide putter, I'm walking out of the store with it. That's a guarantee. If they have it. Guarantee.
They had it yesterday.
Lock it in.
We're going
Had
to
it
talk to
yesterday.
Katie about this.
They had the double wide yesterday because they did not have it last. Oh, boy. I'm about to go in there and do it. Mitch, get it for me. Let me affirm you.
No.
12
no,
months.
They had a 42 inch in there.
Oh, I don't want that. That's an arm
No,
lock,
I
basically.
don't want that. Yeah, Scott said he's got one on the way.
Okay.
They should
Well, that's
be
me.
getting it.
Mitchell's going to buy it for me. I'm going to pay him over 12 months with no interest, and it's going to be a great time. Thanks for watching episode 97. We'll see. Is next week we have a special guest on, content creator for Primo Golf Apparel. He's done stuff for Micah Morris and others. It's going to be a great episode. Don't miss it. We'll see y'all next week for episode 98.